What up, everybody? It's your boy Ash, guys. Happy Sunday. We are 1 week away from chapter 1000, guys. Here, I was on Twitter last night, just kind of catching up on all the news and games that were coming up, and all of a sudden, chapter 1000 was trending like crazy. And I saw people posting about it, all the fire emojis you could ever want in one timeline, guys. So I'm off of Twitter because I do not want to get spoiled. But man, oh man, what chapter 1000 is already trending, and I cannot wait, guys. January 3rd is when it comes out, so I'm gonna wait. I'll be patient. Official translation comes out, guys, so I'm really excited for it. So we're almost there. A week away. I can wait. I'm a patient guy, so I can do it. But man, it's killing me inside. I really want to read it. But I'm hopping on today, guys, to talk a little One Piece. And in today's video specifically, I want to talk about Shanks versus Blackbeard and Shanks's plans for the rest of One Piece, guys, here. So recently at Jump Festa, Oda had talked about that certain man with red hair is about to make a move, guys, here. So obviously, who's the coolest guy with red hair? Obviously, it's Rockstar. But the second guy with really cool hair is Shanks. And obviously, Shanks is my favorite character. It's him and Zoro in the One Piece universe, guys. So Shanks, number one, my boy Shanks, guys. Finally, I mean, I think I've been waiting for like 20 years for Shanks. I'm 28, 27. I think you forget how old you are. So I'm 27. So I've been waiting since a lad, just a little lad, to find out what Shanks is all about, his powers, his crew. I just want to know everything about the guy, his past, how he came up. We know a little bit here and there. We've got little wrinkles of his past with Roger and Buggy and him meeting Yasopp. So we've seen like little bits and pieces, but he's just a huge mystery. So we are in the middle of the 4 Yonko arc, guys, here. We've had Big Mom, we've had Kaido, Blackbeard's making moves, and Shanks has got to be a part of it. So let's talk about a little bit of what Shanks has been up to, guys. So last time I think we saw Shanks, he met up with the Gorosei to talk about a certain pirate, and we all think, or a lot of us think, that pirate is either Blackbeard or maybe even Luffy. Most likely, like 99.9%, it's Blackbeard. Shanks has been warning people very often about Blackbeard and the trouble and danger he poses, and we learned very early that the scar on Shanks's eye was made from Blackbeard, and most likely from those 3 claws that he had, or a devil fruit we don't know he has, guys. Like the Cerberus fruit is one that a lot of people think that he has. And Shanks admits, like, I wasn't being careless and I wasn't caught off guard. Blackbeard Teach is a dangerous man with some crazy ass powers. So Shanks, at his best, in his prime, still got damaged by Blackbeard. And we don't know if Blackbeard had his devil fruit at that time or not. Most likely he did, because he probably wasn't on the Whitebeard crew. So he had his devil fruit. He poses a huge threat. And even if Blackbeard back then could hurt Shanks, then I can't even imagine Blackbeard's strength now. And we saw a little glimpse of it with his fight with Ace and the power he possesses and Ace's destructive power, and Blackbeard still won. So that's the last time we saw Shanks. We don't know exactly how that conversation went, but time to speculate a little bit. So Shanks rolls up to the Gorosei. They obviously have respect for him to allow him to have a presence with them. He probably talked about the information he gathered on Blackbeard. God, I think Shanks for the past 2 years has been gathering information on Blackbeard, his crew, the size of the crew, the strength of power that they have, and what are their desires, what is their true goal. So I think Shanks has been dealing with that, among other things, but I think he's been focusing on trying to slow down Blackbeard from taking over the world, kind of like Zebek tried to all that time ago with the Rockspire group. So that's where I think Blackbeard is headed. He's trying to take over, conquer the world, kind of bring down the system that's there and be the true king of the world. That's Blackbeard's plan. Obviously, being king of the pirates kind of rolls into that, so that's where him and Luffy connect heads. So Shanks went up to the Gorosei and was like, guys, you have to watch out for Blackbeard. Go after him, take him down, but he needs to be stopped now before it gets too late. I think the Gorosei, despite respecting Shanks, aren't afraid of Blackbeard, despite him having 2 devil fruits. You're like, Shanks, we're good. We are the world government. We have Im Sama. We're not worried about Blackbeard and his plans. He's not Zebek. He's not that strong. He doesn't have a crew like Zebek did, because Roxy Zebek's crew was probably the most broken crew of all time, even though they got that ass whooped by Roger and Garp. I mean, everybody's getting their ass whooped by Roger and Garp, so that's not a huge surprise. But that crew was something else. I don't think Blackbeard's crew is quite on that level yet, but they're strong. They're no joke, for real. So I think Shanks was turned away despite his pleas. The Gorosei were like, nah, we're good. Like, you do you, we'll do us. We'll deal with Blackbeard when that time comes. So fortunately, Shanks's plea to the world government didn't work. The enemy out of my enemy is my friend. Didn't go very well. So he decided, okay, if no one's going to listen, I got to do this on my own. My dog wants me to throw the football. There we go. So I think Shanks leaves. So this is where we start to get into the future talk, guys. So as soon as this fight with Kaido is over, I think Luffy defeats Kaido. Black Mom, Black Maria and Big Mom. Big Mom retreats or leaves to the island, or maybe she dies. I don't think Big Mom dies here. I think she retreats to lick her wounds back on Whole Cake Island, kind of does her own thing. The rest of the story, we may hear from her, we may not, but who knows. So I think for sure Luffy's gonna beat Kaido. Kaido will be defeated, and as Luffy is recovering, maybe at Wano Kuni, this is where Shanks will roll up to finally meet Luffy. Very similar to how Sabo showed up and kind of had that talk with the Straw Hat Pirates on Dressrosa as Luffy was recovering. So this is where Shanks will roll up, meet with Luffy, and have a discussion on what is coming. He'll talk about Blackbeard, what Blackbeard's goals are, how much of a threat he is, and his plan to take out Blackbeard. Luffy, of course, loving Shanks being his mentor, will want to help Shanks take out Blackbeard, and I don't think Shanks is going to let him. I think Shanks is like, you have your own story, you have your own journey to take. This is my journey. I'm going to do this on my own. I don't need some kid's help. And I think he'll kind of play it off like, Luffy, you're not strong enough yet. Go deal with or finish your journey, get to Laugh Tale, become king of the pirates, then we can talk. So I think Shanks will guide Luffy into finishing his journey. Staying football, she loves it. Finishing his journey, so they'll head off to either Elbaf or wherever else they may go, like God Valley. They may stop at God Valley and kind of learn the history there, or maybe meet with Vegapunk as well. So there's still a lot to do for the Straw Hats. So I don't think they can take a detour to go fight Blackbeard. So Shanks will tell Luffy, like, don't worry about it. We'll take care of this. You guys head over to Laugh Tale. So that's where they'll meet. They'll catch up. It'll be a very touching reunion. We'll finally get to see Luffy and Shanks together again, since he didn't really get to talk to him at all at the War of the Best. So that's where they meet. So that's the connection between Luffy and Shanks. They'll meet. Shanks will get to meet his crew, talk to him a little bit. They'll reminisce. It'll be a heartwarming moment for us, but then shit will get real. Shanks will gather his allies and his crew, and they're going to make their way to fight Blackbeard, guys. Shanks is no longer going to wait. He's prepared. He's gotten his information, and he's going to head over to Blackbeard. Now, this is where it gets a little touchy. I don't know if Shanks is going to meet Blackbeard at a desolate island, or if he's going to attack Beehive Island and try to catch Blackbeard off guard. Shanks doesn't look like the type to fight dirty or take someone off guard, but like he said, day one, chapter 1, we're pirates, and pirates don't play fair. So Shanks and his crew and his allies attack Beehive Island to try to catch Blackbeard off guard. Now, this is where things get messy a little bit here. We get to see Shanks really show out his powers here. He'll meet Blackbeard, and they'll have finally one of the best fights that we ever see in One Piece. I really think that this is where Shanks is going to show off his power, his prowess, why he's so feared, why he's so respected around the world. And this is going to be a clash that lasts maybe days or weeks. And maybe the rest of the crews don't even get involved. They just sit there and watch this battle of titans take place, which is insane. Kind of like Blackbeard's crew did when he fought Ace, that they kind of backed off. And like, you guys stand no chance, get the fuck away. Sorry if I'm swearing. I'm just getting really excited. So get away. Like, don't even think about messing with Shanks' crew. I got this. Let me take care of him. So Blackbeard and Shanks duel to the death. Shanks may even tell his crew, like, hey guys, wait on the ship. Don't do anything crazy. I'll got this. We're gonna go one-on-one. So Blackbeard, Shanks, they meet, they fight, and I think Shanks will have the upper hand. I think Shanks will push Blackbeard to the brink of death, but Blackbeard, being the cunning strategist sometimes that he is, will have a plan in place for this, that he knew Shanks was coming, and I think Shanks will be portrayed by either a crewmate or an invisible swordsman, Shiryu. I think as Shanks is about to deal the final blow on Blackbeard, Shiryu, with his invisible powers, may show up and stab Shanks in the back. Now, a lot of us would assume that Shanks would be able to notice Shiryu with his crazy hockey, but we don't know how the invisible power works, and if he can completely erase his presence, if it's awakened with Shiryu with his strength, could obviously probably awaken that devil fruit. It may take years and years and years to do that, but I think most of us believe that Shiryu may be able to awaken that and completely erase his existence, which creates an even better fight for Zoro later on. So that'd be a really crazy fight, guys. I would love to see that, and then maybe as soon as Shiryu stabs Shanks, we finally get to see Shanks fall, and I'm gonna tear up because I love Shanks. I think a lot of people have theorized that he's gonna die. This could be one way to do it, getting stabbed in the back, very dirty way that Blackbeard we've seen and is capable of doing. So he had this in place. He knew that Shanks was stronger than him, so he made sure his crew was there, invisible. If Shiryu can make other things invisible, and we know this is possible if they're connected to him, right? Because I think Absalom had the guns on his arms and stuff, but they even turned invisible because they were connected, obviously, to his body. So if they're all touching, he can be invisible, and finally Shanks is surrounded by Blackbeard's crew, and they kill Shanks. Now, the other crew, the red-haired pirates, might notice this and attack and kind of push back Blackbeard's crew and take Shanks' body. Mihawk may be involved in this as well. I don't think so, because if Shanks and Mihawk attack Blackbeard, I don't think they lose. There's no way they lose, even if the rest of Blackbeard's crew is there. I don't think they lose. So I don't think Mihawk gets involved until the very final war, or may try to get revenge on his own. So that's how I think this battle with Blackbeard's gonna go. Shanks and Blackbeard have their fight. Shanks has Blackbeard on the ropes, about to kill Blackbeard, and Shiryu or the rest of the Blackbeard pirates somehow show up and corner Shanks or stab him in the back without him realizing it. That's the end of Shanks, and his crew kind of grabs his body. They bury him wherever Shanks is from, and that's what we get from Shanks. So that's kind of how I see that battle going, guys, here. And it may be a huge battle with all the crew, or just maybe a one-on-one fight. I'm not really sure. I could see Shanks not risking his crew's life for that fight, but he may deem this so important that they all have to get involved. Let's take on the crew. Yeah, I would love to see Ben Beckman fight and Lucky Roo. I'd love to see Shanks' crew fight, guys. They are just some of the most awesome characters that we know nothing about. They're so beloved, we know nothing about them. No devil fruits, we don't know what their powers are, what their hockeys are. We assume they all have hockey. We assume that even Ben Beckman is said to be the smartest character from the East Blue, and probably one of the smartest characters in the entire One Piece world. So I would love to see his strategy going into this to capture Blackbeard off. But Blackbeard is known to be a strategist as well. Yeah, he's had some hiccups along the road. He has some protagonist luck with him, being killed pretty much by the Hydra. So, but kind of got lucky that Shiryu saved them with the antidote. So they got some luck on their side, but that's what you need. And he's obviously no one to mess with. So as soon as this battle is over, it spreads like wildfire that Blackbeard and his crew killed Shanks, and the red-haired pirates have fled. This is going to reach Luffy at the end of, let's say, God Valley, or his time with Vegapunk, or maybe as soon as they leave Elbaf. and just absolute rage is about to come out. Very similar to his rage when he found out that Ace was dead and he needs to get back to his friends. And it's going to be a race to get to Laugh Tale, where the final battle between Luffy and Blackbeard will commence, guys. So that's kind of where I see them butting heads finally. It'll be Luffy's revenge for Shanks, and at the end of the day, he'll become the king of the pirates with no more Yonko in the way. It'll be only Luffy standing on top, and they'll finally get to see what the treasure is. They may meet up on God Valley to have this fight and not at Laugh Tale, and whoever wins gets to move on to that final island, guys. So that's what I think is up with Shanks. His plan, he's gonna meet Luffy. He's gonna attack Beehive Island. He will get betrayed or killed on Beehive Island by Blackbeard, and this will spur Luffy to get to God Valley or Laugh Tale and finally have that final clash with Blackbeard, guys. So that's my ideas. I'm really excited, guys. I'm just spitballing here. I hope you guys had some fun with this video. Comment below, what do you guys think Shanks is gonna do coming in the future? Do you agree with me that he's gonna meet Luffy and then go fight Blackbeard, or is he gonna just fight Blackbeard and Luffy's gonna hear about Shanks's defeat or death at a different time? So comment below, guys, with your thoughts on Shanks and what his future plans are, and let me know, when is it too late to keep your Christmas tree up? Like January 1st, June 1st, like somewhere between there, guys. Let me know how long is too long to keep your Christmas tree up, guys, or maybe it's the 26th, day after Christmas, take it down. So let me know. I'm gonna keep it up for a good while, so it's gonna be there for a while, guys, because I love my Christmas tree. But just let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, guys. That's it for me today. 1 week away, chapter 1000 is coming. Be ready for that live reaction. I am so excited. It's gonna be so much fire, guys. I wish I could just fire emoji all over the place, but you know, that's it for me, guys. Peace. Have a fantastic day.